Welcome to our video about accuracy, precision, and tolerance. These are words that in math might mean something different than how you use it in everyday English language. Something like accuracy is referring to being close to the true value, whereas being precise about something or having precision is being able to measure to the smallest unit of measure. As you can see, these are like really different definitions from a math perspective. So I'll give you an example, and that is if you were to guess my age. Uncomfortable question, yes. And so if you guessed that I was 39, I would love you, and I would say that you are not accurate because it's not close to the true value. If you said, no, but miss, I think you're 39.852 years, I'd be like, wow, that's really precise because you've got a really small unit of measure because you're able to measure to the decimal years. And somebody else might say, well, I think it's 39 and 300 days. Somebody else might say minutes or seconds, which again would be getting down into smaller and smaller units of measure. So you can make your guess more precise, but if it's far away from the actual real value, then it will be inaccurate. So you can have precision without having accuracy, or you could be accurate but not be very precise. Like, for example, guessing somebody's age in years, because you're off by, you're going to be off probably by about 360 days or whatever, right? So it's not exactly a very accurate unit of measure. So here's an example where I make a plan to build a garden, and I want it to be 4.5 feet by 3 feet. But once I start digging, I decide to stop that plan because it's hard. But I can really precisely measure my garden. It's 2.725 feet. So here I've got my precision. I'm precise to the nearest 0.001 foot. So I'm able to increase this by 0.001 feet. This is a very precise measurement compared to 3 feet. So you would call that sort of imprecise or less precise. And overall, this garden here is not accurate because it's not close to the true value that I wanted. So here we know the true value of the outdoor temperature is 2 degrees Celsius, and I've got 3 thermometers here. One that's telling me it's 2.47, one that's telling me it's 2.2, and another thermometer that's telling me it's 3 degrees. So of these, which is the most precise, which has the smallest unit of measure, I would say the first one is the most precise, because it's measuring to the nearest 0.01 degrees Celsius. So it's measuring to 100th of a degree, which is the closest to the true value. So which is the most accurate? Not 3. 3 is a far away from the true value of 2 degrees by 1 full degree, whereas 2.2 is off only by 2/10. So this is the thermometer that's the most accurate because it's the closest to the true value. So one other term that we use in measurement often is tolerance. So tolerance is what we would call the wiggle room. It's the plus or minus. We can build out a range with a maximum amount and a minimum amount. So I think about this all the time when I'm going out to buy Halloween candy. And I figure that I need about 200 pieces, but there's some wiggle room because I can take care of it if there's a little bit extra. So what is my upper limit? We could take the value or the measurement of 200 pieces and we can add the 25 or the tolerance limit to 25. So my upper limit is 225. I don't really want to buy any more than that. My lower limit will have a subtraction. So my lower limit is 175. So now what I've got is I've got this range. So there's going to be items in the middle, values that are here in the middle that are okay, and values that are more that are bad, and values that are less that are going to be bad. So let's take a look at these 4 boxes of candy. And these are the number of pieces in each box. So 250 pieces. Is this box acceptable to me? And I would look at my range here and I would say 250 is up here. It's higher than the upper limit. So this is not acceptable to purchase. So for a box with 200, hey, that's perfect. This is a really accurate box because it's exactly what I'm looking for. It falls within that range. That is a good area. So this box is acceptable. 175 comes right down to the lower limit, but is still included. And so this box is allowed. And 230 is just slightly over the upper limit. So this is not acceptable.